Alright, so game 7. I'm currently up 4-2, so I need to win one of these next 3 games. Hopefully this one, for sure. Manzi has the first move. Again, it's identical hands, so he's looking at the same thing that I'm looking at. Fishing Village and Watchtower is certainly a combination I like a lot. Those in combination with Scheme definitely could be really nice, sort of guarantee that hits repeatedly. Really is just a kingdom full of cards I like quite a bit. So, be certainly interesting to see how it plays out. So he opens Scheme. I anticipate that means he's going to open Scheme Remake and hope to use his Scheme to play the Remake quite a bit. I think that makes some sense. Certainly a Fishing Village right now is not useful. Remaking estates into Fishing Villages will be more the way to go, and none of the other 3-cost cards are tremendously strong openings either. I think both of us are going to want to clear out a lot of the money from our decks. It's definitely going to be a circumstance where get small decks and so I think I'll follow his lead. I'm certainly tempted to get a silver just to ramp up my purchasing power a little bit and give myself the capacity to get to grand markets earlier. Haggler is also certainly something really nice to be looking at, since some of these 3-cost cards are among the best cards in the game. So probably my first priority is to get to 5 and grab a Haggler, which is maybe the reason to start out with silver rather than Scheme, but go that way. Ooh, 2-cost. 2 right there is really bad, because I really want to be able to use that Remake to hit those estates. So I'm going to buy an Embargo. I feel like given that opening, that second shuffle, I'm already in a pretty big hole here. He was able to clear out a number of cards from his hand already, from his deck already, and get some other useful purchases. I, meanwhile, have got none of that going on. I'm again not going to be able to buy anything. I will at least get rid of some of these estates, but I'm way behind in grabbing the cards that are high priority for us right now. So we'll be able to get my Haggler here, which, as I said, is something that I rather want. Given the remakes, embargoing low-cost cards is just not going to be a very high priority, because we can remake so much stuff into them. Really need to think about, given that I think he's got a reasonable lead at this point, what I want to prevent him from getting access to, which is probably grand markets. My shortage of fishing villages is really making itself clear here already. So now I have to consider whether to use the remake to clear down the deck a little bit. I think I need to go Haggler, get a remake, and then grab Fishing Village. I don't really like doing that and losing access to my remake, but I think that's got to be the move. I do want to put the Haggler back on top. There's a very strong chance I'll have Fishing Village and Watchtower in my next draw. I still did not get the Fishing Village. That's really rough. Yeah, I'm in pretty bad shape in this game already. I don't see much of a way back for me here. I'm going to need to use the Haggler, potentially grab a Vault and a Fishing Village and use the Watchtower to put those back on my deck. That's at least something, although every time I play the Vault, it's likely to only help him. Yeah, it's pretty much irrelevant at this point. His deck is much better than mine, so it's kind of just a matter of finishing out the game. I'm certainly going to try and take some chances, because what else can you do in a circumstance like this? But I have no anticipation of this going tremendously well. So I think I will use the Haggler, buy a Vault, and Fishing Village, and then put those back on the deck. At least give me the chance to draw a little something. There's all my Fishing Villages, finally. Yeah, I think he just buys another. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's probably a good move for him as well. He's he's in very good shape. It's just a matter of not ruining his engine and letting me find a way back into it. But I don't think there's very much chance of that. He's a good player, and this is just a matter of him running this one out. Again, not useful. He'll likely discard mediocre cards and improve the power of his Watchtower. I've got 7 to spend. Not really even anything in my deck that would be useful to try and expand upward, but why not? So what we have here is a lesson in how to construct a Fishing Village Watchtower engine quite effectively. this does allow me to purchase a colony and grab some platinums. I can return a card to my deck. I definitely need fishing village. So that was definitely a good move, good play for me there, but his deck is just so much stronger that it is really unlikely to make a significant difference in the long term. Given that I'm going to be able to draw right back up to 6 anyways, I might as well sorry for the lack of commentary here, but I unfortunately do not have a whole lot to add. He's got himself in a circumstance where he will very, very likely be able to get 2, if not 3 colonies in his next time through his deck. So whatever I do in this next hand is unlikely to be super relevant. Kind of all I'm playing for here is a little bit of pride, get myself at least 1 more colony. Not let him run them out completely. Alright, not particularly get there. Use the Haggler and I'll be able to buy at 7. It's not super helpful. On the other hand, my expand is not going to accomplish a whole lot for me either. Really the only thing here is, yeah. so I'll be able to finish up the game here and lose by rather a lot. Play the expand.